Alright, Dragonites, and welcome to our next video. We have the next step on our desk to go ahead and take on. So we have right here our sponsors Arctic. They sent us a couple wall mounts and a couple other goodies. We have, a fan light and some thermal paste. Thermal paste is definitely going to get some use by us as we're constantly ripping apart computers, building computers. So never hurts to have some extra thermal paste. I haven't heard anything bad about Arctic's thermal paste, so we'll see how it goes. If I find out anything of why you shouldn't get Arctic thermal paste, I'll let you know. But our plan is we have our two monitors. We're going to get these babies up on the wall. So while I'm standing here at the desk, I'm actually at, head height with these monitors. Because right now I'm getting a big old crick in my neck trying to look down at them all the time. So we're going to get started here. We have, in the box of goodies, we're given a Some Air Light. It's a mobile USB fan. So this should be interesting. You just plug it into your computer and you have some airflow, keeping yourself cool. We have some MX4 thermal compound. And then we have two W1A monitor wall mounts with a quick fix system. And what that means is I actually have it right here. I already took it out because I was looking at it. What's really cool about the wall mount plate is it actually comes with a level. It's already got a level in it. So all you have to do is put it up on the wall and make the bubble go in between the two lines and you know your level, which is fantastic. But what they mean by the quick fix system, you have this part right here. This is where the monitor is going to attach to, and all you have to do is so amazing. I'm upside down. So literally you line up these two little slots, come in really close for this. So you got the two holes right there, and you got the two lips. You just line it up and you just click, and there it is. It's not going anywhere, and it's got a quick release tab right here. You just pull that tab, and voila, the monitor comes off. So if you ever have to swap monitors or anything like that, just a little tiny tab, that's easy. But yeah, so the quick fix system, and we're good. Puppy's not going anywhere. But that's pretty awesome. I can't wait to get that lined up. You, of course, on this you have 100mm and 75mm VESA mounting points. Obviously, if you're good with metalworking or something, you want to extend those out, you probably could. It's not recommended, obviously, by the manufacturer, or they would have provided it as such. But yeah, so we got our two wall mounts. We got the extra couple goodies from Arctic, which I definitely appreciate helping out. I did not expect for them to send me any of this stuff, and I told them I would do a video, quick how-to on how to install. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, Dragonites, before we get started, let's go over the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need a drill here to be able to mount the bracket to the wall. You're going to need most likely drill bits because you'll need to make a certain diameter hole for the actual wall mounts if you don't have a stud that you have access to. And then I have an extra bit set because you never know, how big the screw is or whatnot. It's handy to have the right size screw. Some might say a screwdriver too if you're not comfortable using a drill on electronics and you don't want to over tighten and crack anything. And we know how to set the chuck so we don't over tighten and strip anything out. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing we got to do is we need to find out the studs. You find out the studs so you know where to mount it. I know that I have a stud right here because they did a really bad job patching this wall, and it actually shows the nail coming through. And that's why they have this bracket here for this shelf too, because you always want that in the stud as well for the maximum strength. And I'm just confirmed with this nail. If you know anything about carpentry, you know that the studs are 16 on center. So if we go right here and we line up with this nail, I should be able to tell that we got 16 inches right here. So that should be a stud right there. So you have this stud 16 inches. And that's just a quick and easy way. Otherwise, you get a stud finder and you can kind of gauge where the studs are and use one of those. We're going to go ahead and find the studs, we're going to get it marked out, and then we're going to show you exactly how to mark out the mount and get it mounted. Alright, we got the studs marked out. For the first monitor, we have our 2 holes right here. And basically what I did is I found the stud, made my mark, figured out exactly how high I wanted to put the bracket, which also has a cable organizer at the bottom, which is kind of nice. And I just basically lined up my line right here, got centered here in the bubble, and then made the mark on the top. So what I like to do, they didn't provide a smaller screw, but sometimes what I like to do is just to make sure that I get in a stud, I'll take one of these small, like, I don't even know, 18 penny nail, or I don't know exactly what it's called, but just a small like finishing nail, and I'll actually try the holes that I made in a location, and I'll go ahead and, you know, pop a hole right here where I think the stud is, and if I hit a stud, I'm good. If I don't hit a stud, then I need to readjust and check my measurements and recheck with the stud finder. But that way, those small holes are really easy to cover up, and I like to do them in a spot that's going to get covered by whatever I'm hanging. That way, I'm always good. So we're going to go ahead and test them with the screws that were provided to make sure I hit stud, and then we'll keep going. Alright, right there we definitely got stud for sure. So we can back it out. We're on our stud, and let's get it mounted. So to help the mounting, what you can do is you can get a drill bit. It's a little bit smaller. You usually want to aim for the width of the screw, not the threads here, but the inner part of the screw. You want to aim for the width of that. That way you don't have any splitting or anything like that. And you drill what's called a pilot hole. It makes it a lot easier. Alright, got my 2 pilot holes. Now we can go ahead and take our mounting system here. We'll throw our Phillips bit back in. Go ahead and tighten up the choke. We're actually going to do the top one first. And here we go. Alright, 1 screw. Alright, there we go. We got it mounted. We're good to go. And now all we have to do is mount the other piece on the back of the monitor and make sure it fits. Alright, let's do it. First we got to take the mount off to stand off the other monitor. Just like that. What we're going to do is we're going to use recommended holes. Alright, first thing we do is take off the stand of the monitor. You don't want that if you're doing a base mount. And now we can go ahead and get this lined up. See, we're sliding in like this, which means we need these holes to line up just like so. And then grab the 4 short bolts. You grab whichever bolts are, obviously recommended for your type. They are different threads, so you gotta check. So no, this one's the thinner thread. Yep. Make sure they're all right. Okay. Go ahead and pull this one back out. Slide this into place. And very quickly, setting the chuck so we don't strip anything. Go ahead and quickly, nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, and one more, 4. Alright, got the stand in place. We got the VESA mount on the monitor itself, and now we can go ahead and take this up and put it up in the mount. Alright guys, it's just that simple. It's simple, 1, 2, 3, click in, and now all we gotta do is hook up the wires, run them back down, cable manage, throw the other one up on this side, get the monitor, and we'll be good to go. So let's do it. Alright, and there we have it right there. We have our monitors now mounted with the 2 Arctic W1A mounts. And these are great. They have adjustability. You can pivot one way or another, right? As far as, basically the monitor and the mount's going to let you against the wall. But that's a pretty good deal. You can also tilt down, they have a full range of motion, like you can see. My DVI connection's a little loose. But yep. And I could spin this all the way so I could have a vertical monitor if I wanted as well. Let me go ahead and fix that DVI connection. Your computer needs restarting. Are you sure, I've asked? Alright, let's get these back here. Just like that. Let me adjust back the way I like them. They're a little finicky, but once you get them, you have a couple Allen wrenches right here. You have a larger one and a smaller one. You use these to go ahead and tighten them down once you get them into the position you want them to be, or loosen them if you want to change it up in the future. But yeah, there we have it. We have 2 wall-mounted. I hope this was educational. If you did enjoy this video, if you want to see some more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It basically helps me do this, because without my sponsors and without people that help me out and make these videos, this wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't have the time. I definitely wouldn't have the financing. So every little subscribe helps, every little like helps. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you again. Maybe you'll pop in on live stream, we'll play some games. But yeah, this is Double D. We're signing out for the day. You stay classy.